Derek, do you remember when Dad said check the electric fence and he just grabbed the electric fence?
That was Evan.
Evan.
He was like, damn it. Ah, it works. It's on.
We have an isolator, so you can grab the isolator, grab the gate or the fence, and then just touch the fence post with it. Well, he didn't get that, so he just grabbed it, make sure it was working. But you really want to have fun when you have rubber boots on. You grab your buddy by the shoulder and then grab that electric gate. You're not going to get shocked because you're not grounded. So if you grab onto him and he's grounded, you grab that gate, he's getting shocked.
61, I believe, my grandpa and grandma moved to Dyersville on a farm 2 miles west of here. And that was our home farm until 1978 when Dad bought this place. We farmed on thirds with Dad's in 96. Then I purchased this place and we got married in 97. And I've been farming this together since. We're probably small on the grain side. We're 750 acres, mainly corn. We usually have about 100 acres of beans and 40 acres of alfalfa, and pretty proud of our yields usually.
We've upgraded systems, feed mill, grinding. We've made that easier. Saves time, saves money.
Started out with a smart sprayer, then smart anhydrous applicator, fertilizer applicators, smart planter, combine drives itself, chopper can drive itself. It makes you more efficient.
More accurate.
More accurate, more
Yeah.
efficient. So when GPS finally, the first time it came out, me and Dad were at a farm show. And I remember picture of the little gear driving the steering wheel, and me and Dad looked at that and we're like that's ever gonna happen. Walked to the farm show, we actually went all the way back to that building to look at that again and laughed one more time. 2 years later, I had the same system in one of my tractors. We've been really debating on buying a drone. The technology has been improving so fast that I was ready to buy one last year. Wouldn't surprise me next year if we have a drone to spray our own. Passing the farms on is tough. We've gone to different meetings about it and they're talking skip generations. Grandpa still owns the farm, he's 91 years old. Dad's upper 60s or 70 years old and hasn't bought anything yet besides machinery. If there's a way that you could, get by without some of the capital gains on maybe 80 acres to help your kids start, I think that prevents a lot of people from farming nowadays. The parents just can't afford to be fair to the other kids to give them that big of a break to start farming. There's a beginning farmer program, but it's not, I have to pass the farm on to some non-relative. That's been my biggest struggle the last couple of years, is trying to figure out how we're gonna, hand that farm down to Zach. From the time he could push a tractor, I was kind of thinking he was my farm boy.
He'd go out for morning chores when he was like 1.5.
4 or 5 years old, he'd be playing with a tractor and making noises, and I'd be like, what is he doing? Every time he'd slow down with the tractor, it'd be shh. And I didn't realize it until like a year later, one of our tractors, you can hear the brakes hiss. He didn't want to go to the judging and all that stuff in FFA because he'd rather be home helping. I like to do all of our own stuff, so we do our own spraying. That's about the only thing we hire is fungicide put on. So we bought a dry goat system. Yeah, we've had a few little leaks here and there where everybody got sprayed with manure.
I think I was on the other side agitating, and Gavin comes over the radio, hurry up and get over here, I need help.
No, I didn't know. It was my first time ever doing it.
It was either the gauge or the plug for the gauge shot off, so it was an 1/8-inch hole shooting manure 30 foot in the air, and then it was landing on top of a white Ram pickup, and the windows were rolled down, so the thing was just covered in manure. And Gavin was too.
Yeah.
We were chopping, and we filled this silo up with a blower, and we plugged the silo pipe. When we plugged it, we didn't shut the water off, and we took the silo pipe off, pulled some of the silage out, and we went to turn it on without the silo pipe hooked up just to get everything cleaned out.
"20 minutes later, I get a Snapchat. Surveillance cameras caught it.
It was green water. It was all silage and everything. And I immediately, when I heard the PTO going on, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Right when I got down, I'm like, I gotta find that.
Yeah.